So now we have Hormuzi noble rebels potentially that are gonna revolt. We'll just keep an eye on that. I really wish that Baluchistan had not become a March of Sistan. That would have helped us a lot. So army professionalism is this new mechanic. We gain it from drilling armies and recruiting generals. We lose it from recruiting mercenaries. So it increases our siege ability, our land fire damage, and our shock damage, and then we get bonuses at certain breakpoints, basically. So this allows us to build supply depots in enemy provinces. This level, we can refill garrisons. In this level, regain manpower when disbanding, which is really good. General cost minus 50%, and eventually we get reduced morale damage taken by reserves and army drill gain modifier plus 100. So that's obviously something we're going to aim to fill up as quickly as we can by continuing to drill our armies. It's amazing how much better this game has gotten over the years. And it was already a good game when it came out. Alright, so Hadramut is getting shit on by the Rasids, so they're going to be our new rival. And Multan is way over here, so Sistan is going to be our other rival. Gained a core province. Mamelukes, administrating an empire. Bureaucrats have long favored paper over parchment and other materials due to how much easier it is to work with. There are also various measures that can be taken to make official papers harder to falsify. The invention of the watermark in Fabriano is one. The elaborate marbling techniques and calligraphy of the Islamic paper produces another. As empires increasingly come to grow to encompass more than one continent, this need for provable authenticity and ease of use has led to the imperial bureaucracies from China to Europe exclusively using paper for official documents and orders. So the price of paper is going up, which I think helps us. Let's see, trade goods. So we're producing gems, which is really good. We have spices, which are also quite valuable. Cattle, fish, not so exciting. Wool is not so exciting, nor is grain. But we do have a copper mine down here, as well as incense. So where exactly do they produce paper? I don't know if they produce paper anywhere in the Middle East. Okay, they do produce it over in Egypt. So that'll be something we might want to get our hands on. Ooh, there's a nice big iron mine right there. That'd definitely be nice to have. So I think China's probably the main producer of paper. But Transoxiana wants to renew our royal marriage. We will definitely do that. We also have some diplomats free. Threatening countries, outraged countries. Hadramut is not fond of us. Agriculture revolution, we are going to raise taxes. That's what I usually do. Also, we could be building more boats right now, which is in our best interest. I'm going to maintain 4 galleys. That should be enough galleys, at least for the moment. And then the rest of these are going to be barks. We want to always have a strong navy, since it is sort of our goal. The worldly ulema. Not all members of the ulema are great theologians or intellectuals. Corruption can grow in any corner of the state, and for some it can be hard to tell apart what benefits the faith and what might benefit themselves. It's come to the attention of Fakhr al-Din that a number of pious grants that exist are... Okay, we've seen this event before, actually. So we want to do the... We want to do the -2 corruption, I believe. Yeah. Only traders have anything to fear from us. Even though losing tolerance of the true faith will reduce our income. How much money does it want us to accumulate? We can do that. We're not spending it actively right now. Okay, these guys are about to revolt. So now that they're at 90%, kind of want to stop drilling. Let's keep our naval tech on pace. About to get the next level of cavalry, which is really good. Nope. And we lost because they appeared right on top of us and we had no morale. So let's go back for round 2. Omani separatists have occupied the province. Actually, let's attack them on the 1st of January when we get one more morale tick. So we're going to wait 5 more days. 2nd of January. Perfect. I did not think they were going to appear here. I thought they were going to appear adjacent to us. Okay. So that is our major rebellions out of the way. We are going to have some separatism here for a while. But, yeah. Fars can absolutely not have military access. We move down here. We are going to pull this diplomat. We're going to build a spy network. We're going to take whatever of Hadramut that the Rasids don't take. Returning scholars, particularly in the aftermath of the Mongol conquest. Oh, we've already seen this before. Yeah, we're going to go towards legalism. Getting familiar with a lot of these events now. So who are they actually fighting? Hadramut and these guys who are... They are a Somali Shafi'i state in the Horn of Africa here. Did we lose a boat at some point? We might have accidentally canceled a boat. Galley. This is our other... No, that's a bark. Where's our other galleys? All galleys go to Hormuz. We got some arquebus going on. So we can get Shaibanid cavalry. Harassing and raiding the enemy sounds appropriate. Hadramut is no longer a valid rival. That's alright. We're fabricating claims on them. Should probably get another rival, though. Multan. I don't really care about Multan or Ethiopia, but we'll go for the weaker one just to tick up passive power projection. So they don't really have any provinces we desperately need, but they're a gateway to some provinces we need. Oh, we are going to have to fight Ethiopia eventually. Should have paid more attention to that. Plague, we have to do something. Timurids cannot have military access. Sind, we will marry you. Transoxiana, of course you can have military access. Well, it looks like Hadramut might turn this around. Which is good, because it means they won't get annexed. Mercenary maintenance, not something we're really concerned with. TJ, remember to drill your armies. So yeah, that period of putting down rebellions, I think, is more or less come to a close. So supply depots cost 20 military and give us plus 50% supply modifier. Which is actually pretty good if we're having to like siege a really shit province. HRE's still chugging along. Let's see. Marketplace. Is there anywhere else we could really benefit from a marketplace? Not especially. So let's start building some mosques. See, where can we get the most money? Obviously in the capital is going to be a major place to build those. Oh, and our navy is almost up to capacity. So I don't want to select the warships. I just want to select our actual trade ships. So go home at war, protect trade, and the Gulf of Aden. Do you guys have upgrades available? Not yet. Do you guys have upgrades available? Not yet. City of Ibra. As custodians of the holy mosques of Ibra, we are responsible not only for the holy shrine. A state that claims this honor is also expected to fend for both the population of the holy cities as well as pilgrims they attract. For this purpose, many rulers have devoted great resources both within the cities themselves and large tracts of faraway farmland in order to feed and maintain the area. Some say Fakhr al-Din has not been paying attention to these cities as they deserve, that pilgrims are no longer safe and there's great war in the streets of Ibra. Let's set aside more land for their upkeep. Sadly, we have no resources to spare right now. National tax modifier minus 20 for 15 years? Okay. That's gonna hurt. Oh, that actually didn't hurt us bad at all. We're a trade empire! I guess taxes don't matter. Oh, we lost our good general. We could afford to give them another generalship, though. That's not a... Yeah, and they give us a crappy general, of course. Would have been better to recruit our own? Probably. We have almost enough army tradition to be on par with what the nobility would have granted us. Growth of the administration. We want self-made men, I believe. Or no, wait. I think we're going great pedigree. So who's mad now? The merchants. You can have some monopoly charters. There you go. Ramadan. Soon it is the 9th month of our calendar, and all Muslims worldwide are preparing for a month of fasting. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and it is fard, obligatory for all adult Muslims who are not ill, traveling, or pregnant. From dawn until sunset, no food is to be consumed, no liquids drunk, no tobacco used, and no sexual relations allowed. It's time of spiritual reflection. We will obviously fast. Did we gain the next level of professionalism yet? We're getting there. We're close. And our average drill is fairly high. Did we fabricate a claim? So far, there we go. We are going to continue our policy of efficient tax farming, I believe. Alright, I'm waiting for this war to be over. So that they will exhaust as much manpower as possible. Oh, sweet! Mushasa's getting the shit kicked out of him. There we go. So areas... Cool, we can secure both of these areas pretty quickly here. And actually, I think I might just vassalize them. We're gonna have low morale, but we should still win. Popular Sufism. Great stress that our government has placed on legalism and limiting of mysticism in our society, and the effect of closely associating Sufism with resistance to central rule. In times of social distress, many now look to the mystical orders for spiritual guidance as an alternative to the highly legalistic ulema and its sultanate ally. As tensions flare in Suhar, an influential Sufi master declared his support for the Sultan, potentially calming the situation. So we can send him away. Muscat gets +6 unrest. You know what? Let's let him stay. We can always rebuild our devotion to legalism. We'll show that we can allow the people to have their mystics every once in a while. You don't have to take everything so literally. We're going to make sure we kill their army first. Okay, so this is largely just territory we're going to secure for the sake of securing territory. Let's split these guys in half so we can start the siege. We're going to go up to speed 4 here. Doing a much better job of shepherding our manpower than I did last campaign. Sending galleys out into the open sea, which is why I didn't overbuild galleys. Alright. Go up to speed 5. Let's finish this off. Oh, they have a tiny little they have a tiny little island out here too with a huge rebel stack on it. That might change my plans a little bit. Oh no, wait, these are Mara separatists. Mari separatists. So we're fighting Mahra. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna vassalize them. See what happens. They don't want to be our vassals yet. Well, we'll wait for that tick in war score then. Okay, they have no stomach for war anymore. I'm gonna make them give us all their money. Cool. I don't know what's going on with these guys at the moment. We don't have any transports, so it doesn't really matter. Protect trade in... yeah, Gulf of Aden. Halai's separatists are about to rise up in Grana. So let's get up there real quick. Deal with that nonsense. Apparently, some Sistan regiments were moving through the area and loosened them up for us. So that's cool. Now we have possible separatists in Worcester. Hanbali scholars have left us. On enforcement of ordinances, we'll let the locals handle it. So... Wondering if maybe we should go with the admin tech cost. Yeah, because we're behind in admin tech right now, so we're gonna invite a Hanafi scholar. And we want to have a vassal here. We can annex them the earliest 1496. All right. Are they still allied with these guys and also with Ajam? Is Ajam still a OPM? Yeah. Alright, so they don't have that scary of an alliance. Oh, and they're getting their asses kicked by Sistan. We really should attack them now. For Basra. Yeah, because that puts us within a stone's throw of Baghdad. Unfortunately... Okay, so here's the thing. I don't really want to border Karakayunlu. So maybe we leave Basra alone for now. Because we're not strong enough. I'd rather consolidate our power on the Arabian Peninsula. We're already bordering the Mamelukes, which is scary. And they don't want to ally with us. I think we need to consolidate our power on the Arabian Peninsula before we start going that way. Yeah, I think that's the smart move. Lithuania agreed to share their maps of the Pontic Steppes. Thanks, I guess. England has almost conquered Scotland, exact opposite of what happened in our last playthrough. And they still have quite a bit of their land in the French on the continent, too. England's strong this game. Brittany got annexed. No Iberian wedding yet. Saxony's doing well for themselves. Brandenburg's almost relegated to an OPM. Teutonic Order's doing really well. Poland got frickin' eaten. This is going to be interesting. And did the Great Horde expand? It looks like they might have even taken a couple provinces. Nogai is doing really well. Transoxiana and Khorasan are doing really well. We're not going to import iron. Importing iron is for the weak. Playing the courts. While the Maliki school is the officially sanctioned school of the Sultanate, there are many courts and qadis throughout our land, and all four of the schools of faith deemed appropriate for civil procedures. This means to some extent it's possible to play the courts by bribing or bringing a case before a qadi of a school considered more likely to give a beneficial ruling to a specific case. An entrepreneuring merchant in Kalhat has become so good at this that it angered not only the local population and his business competitors, but also the local governor. There is not much we can do about this without making inroads into the privileges of the ulema. We can ensure he's dealt with, which gives Muscat less goods produced, or pragmatism must come before theology. Yeah, let's ensure he's dealt with. Alright. Royal marriage with Sind has ended. Influenza spreads. Let's quarantine the province. Yes, keep beating up our rivals. Speaking of rivals. Good, we have enough rivals. We finally converted a province. Let's move on to Ibra. We've accumulated money. Rival of our rival is the Timurids. The Timurids are an OPM that are about to get annexed. Where is all... whatever they're calling it? All Karyatan. Okay, it belongs to Najd, who currently have no allies. Let's go after him. I'm going to harsh treat these rebels so that we can finish this war real quick. Have we been drilling? We have not been drilling this entire time. I need a diplomat free. Dawasir would join them. Dawasir! We're your friends, Dawasir. Well, might be time to vassalize Dawasir. Their army's not that big. I'm going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back.